So when it comes to derealization or depersonalization, your best trick is to not fight it, because what you resist persists.
I love that quote. What we resist persists.
Your job is actually to allow it in all circumstances. And you will have thoughts like, well, what if I lose control? What if I go crazy? What if it stays like this to get forever? And your job is to allow those thoughts to come and go.
Yeah, so this is an acceptance-based approach, which is fine and that's good. It's really effective for detaching resistance from symptoms because whatever you resist persists. That is correct. And whenever you resist the safe symptoms of fight, flight, freeze, your brain through neuroplasticity starts to condition to associate the safe symptoms with threat. And so part of the reversing of the conditioned association with threat of symptoms is to invite them in. I agree with that. But the problem is it's addressing one layer of a multi-layered onion. Okay, so let me tell you my history with this. Whenever depersonalization realization first showed up, also time felt distorted. There were memory issues. I also was experiencing like 20 panic attacks a day, severe anxiety as well. I went about a year and didn't even know what the symptoms were. And I finally came across an approach for panic attacks, and it had like one little bitty line about depersonalization realization, which made me feel better because I actually had a label for the symptoms, but it taught acceptance. And I started to invite in the panic and invite in the depersonalization realization. And I thought that I was cured. But because I never dealt with the other layers of why my body was so stressed out, years later, the symptoms came back. And it was at that point that acceptance did nothing. So whenever I tell you that acceptance is not enough, I'm speaking from my own personal experience, as well as having worked with thousands of people suffering with these symptoms for the last 8 years, that acceptance may help, but it does not heal. So I love this approach as far as dealing with that layer, but it's not addressing all the chaos in your body, the tension, the adrenaline, the emotion. And there's just a lot of lifestyle changes that we need to make to ensure that your nervous system is not overwhelmed.
To allow the sensations to be there, you could practice exposure and response prevention with these sensations as well. But at the end of the day, the most important thing you have to understand is what you resist persists. So
It's good advice. Again, whenever it comes to acceptance, this is good advice. The problem that I have with so many of these videos is not that acceptance is bad. It's that it's presented as the primary thing that you need to do to overcome these symptoms. And again, this is just one video. Maybe they teach a bunch of other stuff, but I'm telling you, I watch these videos all the time, and it's all built around acceptance as the primary thing whenever that's one layer of a multi-layered onion.